Holly.
Kind of also along those same lines, and I know you've been asked this throughout the year, but you've added yet another thing for them. It really, the chances of one team being able to do all that has been done this year ever again, unless it's y'all again, is pretty rare. If you could just put into perspective again what all of this means. I mean, you've added, yet another thing.
I think that's something that has Chip, because we enjoy the success of the NASCAR team and the Grand Am team, but we're not really, certainly the NASCAR team, we're not day-to-day part of it, but we enjoy the success very much. We take pride in it. The guys in the Indianapolis shop take pride in it, and the guys in the IndyCar team take pride in the Grand Am success and also the NASCAR success, and I think it's vice versa. But the one guy that's there at both races back and forward is Chip, and I think he really, he's just had an incredible year. And again, it goes back to just a lot of hard work from Chip, putting the right people in the right places, and it's really good to see. But it's going to be tough to repeat this. We'll definitely try, and obviously Roger's probably the only other guy who's got the spread over all the different series to do something like this.
Tom.
Dario, obviously it's a great night for the Franchitti boys, with Marino taking the 4th overall and best in class at the T. When you guys get together, is there a little bit of the sibling rivalry related to that, since you kind of trumped his ace tonight?
No, I didn't trump anything. Marino's done just a phenomenal job all season. He did Sebring where he qualified the car on pole, went to Laguna where they won. They were doing a great job at Le Mans, and then tonight again they won with David Graff and Simon Price, and that whole Patron Highcroft team, who I've done some work with, and they're great people. And Marino is actually taking full advantage of that situation. And this is the second year in a row that he's won that class, and been in the winning team in the LMP2 at the T1 also. He's doing his own thing. We don't have any rivalry. We don't kind of work that way. It's kind of the same thing with our little cousin Paul. The rest of it's like, if he gets to F1, I'll be probably the second happiest guy in the world apart from his dad. I don't see it that way. I'm so proud of my little brother and the job that he's done, and how hard he's fought for every single thing that he's done. And tonight, yet again, he and his teammates Simon and David came through, and the whole team won the championships. Like, I couldn't be happier. I watched as much of the race as I could in the bus today, and then I had to go and focus and get on with my own stuff. But I've got it on TV, so I'm going to go back and watch it.
Dario, if you could, by doing what you've done, winning 2 Indy 500s, winning 3 IndyCar championships, you've established yourself in some very elite company in the history of the sport. And when you think about it in those terms, which I'm sure you don't think about it in those terms, but I mean, what do you think when you hear that?
As I said before, I'm very proud of those achievements. But when today, was it this morning? Yesterday morning, we took a picture, AG, and I took a picture of the AG 40 trophy, and I'm sitting there, oh my god, it's AG 40. And we were sitting talking away like old buddies, and thinking, oh my god, it's AG 40. And then I see Mario today. I know Mario pretty well from my years with driving for Mike, and Mario's a buddy of mine, but I'm still thinking, hey, it's Mario. So Rick Mears, these guys are legends of the sport, and it's these guys are special.
But now people think you're in that category.
That's the sort of thing I think you'd say about yourself. I'm, as I said before, personally really proud of the results, and I want to keep going.
Well,
How much longer can you keep going? I mean, Scott made it seem like you were 100 years old in here when he was talking about it.
He said you've peaked, so maybe.
We'll soon find out if I peaked. I don't know. I think back to tonight, and I think back to Japan, and I think Japan was one of the most aggressive and trouble-free races, mistake-free races I've ever driven. Probably the top 5 races I've ever driven in my life, and so I didn't win. But with what I had that day, it was absolutely best. So if I can keep operating at that level, we'll may continue that solidly. I'm just loving it.
any other questions for Dario? I'll go ahead and ask the last question then. You've been thrown in a pool. You've had a pie in your face. What's in store for you tomorrow?
I'm glad this TWC watch is waterproof. I'm going to be smart this year. I'm going to wear old clothes to start the night off. And I'm going to bring a change of clothes with me. Because I guarantee that Canaan, Dixon, et al., all my friends, will throw in the pool. So as long as that's all they do, and they don't tie me to a rowing boat and put me adrift in the Atlantic Ocean or something like that.
Well, Dario, again, congratulations on the championship.